Ready? Come in. Morning, how are you?
Good morning. How you doing?
Hi, Jack Wade.
Here
How
for
are
the
you?
interview.
Yes. Have a seat, please. All right. And you are applying for which position today?
I'm applying for a warehouse position.
Okay.
Or some papers that
Oh, good. Let me take a look at it.
look at.
Thank you. All right. Let's see what we got here. I see you worked at the sheet metal place for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I really enjoyed that also.
Yeah?
I learned a lot too, which I think that can help me in this field.
How? How do you think so?
Well, I learned how to organize. I managed the jobs at hand. Trained people under my supervision, which resulted in them going better jobs as foreman.
Okay.
And I brought the jobs in on time.
Oh, good. Okay. That's obviously important.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. Now this Brown and Garino, you were doing roofing and sheet metaling, but sheet metal work, was that similar, or was that part of that working in that 29.5 years? The sheet metal?
Yes. What it was a basic training starting off in an apprenticeship, which the school was 4 years.
Okay.
During the school, we would do 1 day a week, full 8 hours. And the other following days would be work related.
Okay.
In the field, as they term it. So that's where we learned how to actually install and fabricate.
So you actually did fabrication?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you do anything different over at Aranos?
No, it was basically the same thing. What happened, if you noticed on my resume, is that it was a continuum. It was 30 years because one company had closed, and it was several of us. It was an older gentleman who taught me the trade.
Okay.
And then there was I was an apprentice, and there was another one, Eddie, who was right with me at the same time going through the classes.
Okay. Okay. So you obviously have a huge amount of experience and work in the sheet metal industry.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I first went in with the assumption that it was just for automobiles, connected with the butt industry.
Okay.
And they had asked me that on the interview. But once I found out exactly what the details were, so I had to practically retrain myself because I really had no job experience at that time. And I learned to go through the training and pick up all of the tools that I needed to successfully complete my apprenticeship program, which I graduated.
Okay.
And they employed me for the previous years up until 2009, when conditions really got bad, as you know. And I've been a little in between jobs, so to speak.
Okay. Now, what it says here, sheet metal, is that Warco?
Yes, that's the name of the company.
Okay, now, are you actually still working there?
No, that job lasted until December of 2010.
Okay.
I was at 47th and Market in Philadelphia. I don't know if you're familiar with the area.
A little bit.
There's a new high school, well, an existing high school they rebuilt.
Okay. All right. And you were basically doing the same type of work there?
Yes. One condition that I did, I was not trying to go too high, as in, not that I suffer from vertigo, it's just that my knees were giving me a little problem.
Okay.
them to keep me down.
Did that seem to have an effect on you getting work, or?
No, they actually, once they employed me, kind of coaxed me into running work again.
Okay.
And they offered that they would supply us with high reaches, which is an automatic system as opposed to a manual way of getting up to the top of the buildings.
Okay. It says here in your cover letter that you have a strong initiative.
Yeah, I really think I do, and from what I've been told, to lack of better words, sometimes the guys used to tell me, you know, to back off a little bit, slow down. I would push the work. I'd get in early. I'd stay late.
Okay.
And
They seem like good assets.
yeah, my employers like me very well. I mean, they rewarded us during Christmas, some more than others.
Right.
But I had a great run with the sheet metal industry, and I think those skills will allow me to help you with your company to organize and just take in all the work assignments.
Okay. So you don't mind making the shift from one industry to another?
Not at all, and I'm willing to work any hours that are available, any overtime, any evening hours. Monday, I don't have young children anymore, so I'm ready to get back into the work field.
All right. Now, I see that you had some training under your education, and it seems like a lot of this training is in, like it says here, volunteer training, recovery coach training, pathways to recovery. Any particular reason why you were getting involved with a lot of that recovery type training?
Well, yeah, during my space between work, I made a bad decision, and I got arrested for a DUI, driving while intoxicated.
How long ago was it?
2.5 years ago. I haven't had a drink since then. Not that I had a problem with it, it's just that I determined it would be much better for me to just relinquish that out of my life so that I can avoid any problems. And I was introduced to the PROACT program through friends and a relative, my brother, who thought that I could find some involvement to keep me busy and occupied.
Okay. As a result of that DUI, did you have to spend any time in jail?
No. Luckily, I avoided that. I'm one of the few, from what I heard,
Okay.
that had avoided that. I did pay fines and restitution.
All right.
To tell you a little story to show you my integrity and my honesty, what had occurred was I slid up a lawn and I hit a tree on the people's property. And the next day after the arrest and all, I went back to that address and I made restitution. I knocked on the door and I really felt bad because they were an elderly couple, and I told them whatever I could do to help. Of course, I'm going to pay for their lawn care to be brought back to where its original state. And they wrote a letter to the judge for me.
Oh, okay.
So I think
I'm sure that probably helped.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it did.
Oh, okay, okay. So for the past 2.5 years, everything's been good?
Well, yes, let's say it has.
I mean, there's been no other convictions or arrests or anything?
Not at all. I'm done with that part.
Okay. Okay. So, I don't have to be concerned that Friday you get a paycheck, you know, and you're going off to the bar with the guys?
No, and in fact, if that was a concern, where if something crazy like that would have happened and we come back, or even if I'm involved in any activities that would tear your property up, they have programs that are available.
Who's that?
Well, the government, the federal government has a program for $5,000 that would insure.
You're not gonna pay $5,000?
Well, no, that would be like security in the bank towards any type of vandalism or anything that you might find that was in direct violation of your property or your company from their
How do we get that?
Well, we have some numbers that we could call together.
Okay.
And they also, if this might help, which I think it will, there's a WOTC program. It's a work opportunity tax credit, and it's where the government will give you $2,400 towards your tax just for hiring me.
Because you've had some problems in the past, or where you've been out of work for a while, is that the reason?
Well, no, it's because they want to see people like myself with I'm with the drug and alcohol program, and they want to help and make sure that it gives us an equal opportunity or a leg up, so to speak.
Okay.
For the employer to give us a chance. That's all I'm asking for.
Okay, that seems fair. Okay. Are there any questions that you have of me that you want to ask me about?
Yeah, I do. I mean, well, I throw my little notepad in.
Hey,
The only
notes
thing
and
I
pad are
wanted to
good.
know so that I could, alert my family in case you decided to hire me is if you could give me a little information on your work hours.
Well, we have, I guess, 2 shifts. Obviously, the early shift is from 8 to 4, and then we have a shift from that starts like in the evening, from 4 to 11. So those are the 2 basic shifts. Sometimes we do get involved with a Saturday. We get heavy orders in or whatever, and generally Saturdays might be like 10 to 2. So we try to keep it maybe to 3-4 hours on a Saturday. And the shifts you can actually apply for, like if you'd rather have the day shift or the evening shift. Sometimes if, and this is in a rare situation, several people actually, whether through sickness or they just can't work, in one shift, shortage, we may ask almost on a volunteer basis, is anybody interested in working, a second shift? But those are basically the 2 shifts that we have.
Well, as I said when I first met you, I'm available for any working hours at this time.
Okay.
Now, pending, I'm really interested in working for your company, so I'm willing to work any shift that you have an opening in right now, with maybe the options of possibly getting into an early day shift if that's possible.
Okay.
And one other question, and I don't want to sound too unappreciative. The pay scale, is there different ratings for the different hours?
Yes, there is. When you work the night shift, there is a certain percentage differential, so that would allow you to earn some extra money per hour, by working the night shift.
Okay, and I guess if you decide to call me again for employment, I guess all of the holiday schedules and work schedules will be given to me in a written form?
Yes, we actually have a small handbook that talks about different the rules or regulations as far as also the holiday schedule, vacation schedule. Also talks about that we do have a medical benefits plan.
Great. That sounds great.
So it would tell you how to sign up when you become eligible. Usually we want you at least to work here 30 days so that we know that you're going to be hanging around for a while. The plan would include yourself and your family and any dependents that are living with you.
Okay.
So yes, that would all be made available for you, and you would have all that information.
Okay. Well, I'm completely satisfied.
Okay, good. I think I have all the information I need here. I don't think that you're a problem with that arrest is going to cause a problem.
I appreciate that.
But we normally do a background check.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm glad that you told me about it. So we'll be aware of it. And I'll probably be meeting with my assistant probably tomorrow. We'll review all of the applicants, and I would say we get back to you by Monday.
By Monday, is it okay if by Monday, say your schedule becomes so busy that you don't get a chance to call me, and I don't hear from you, can I call you in a week?
Absolutely, that would be fine, and I would appreciate you doing that.
Okay, and I noticed you're an Eagle fan. That's a plus for me because my last employer was a Pittsburgh fan. And
Oh, wow, okay,
not
you're
that
right.
we had a
Well,
problem, but you know how
yeah,
it
it
is.
seems like
Camaraderie.
Big Ben has been having some problems lately.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
it's great seeing you.
All right, thank
Nice
you.
meeting you. Take care.
All right.
Okay, that was good, Karen.